Hey guys, this is going to be kind of a weird video because I shot footage of this. It was about this seal here and the back link. I shot footage and I either didn't hit record or I can't find, it's on a memory card that I can't find. I don't really know. But basically what happened is, well, this just had a wire going from this block to this block, so definitely not touching this wire here. Oh, it's quite the setup there. My dad already had this link bought, but he couldn't get it in, he couldn't get it started, so I took over the job. I had a job because you're not really going to get it very easy with it on, and I wanted to take this off, each one off, so that way you can, I don't know, it should pivot there nice and not be stuck. They were both, the bottom one was stuck pretty good, and I'm sure I had footage of it, but I had a job getting this bottom one out of there. I held this with a crescent wrench, put a crescent wrench on here, and I was afraid it was going to twist off, but a lot of PB blaster here, and I got it out eventually. Got it out enough to get a screwdriver in there and then a pry bar, and pried right off of here and got it out. Well, then I couldn't get it started. Mushrooming or something on here on the block. I don't know. For some reason the threads were screwed up. That is a left-hand thread. Well, which one is? This one's a left-hand thread. So you must have put it in the other way, which don't matter. I was just teasing my dad. I'll just run a regular tap in the other way, on the other side. And he's like, that ain't how that works. Because if you look at a nut, the nut will spit on both ways. You know, this way, and then you can turn it and spit on. So you need, so left-hand thread is, the left side is up, like going uphill. And the right-hand thread, the normal, is right side going uphill. So that's basically, got a tap, got it fixed. The other footage is of this. The new developments over the last couple days. The tire that we brought in to get fixed in that couple videos ago. Look at it. I think Mike Kelson was here again. I think what we're gonna do is take it off again and bring it to the shop, and hopefully they'll go good for it, or put a patch on it. I don't know, it depends on what happened. Is there something sharp in there that cut the tube, or was it too bad? Sometimes they get bad tubes. They've gotten bad batches of tubes already where they would fail. Or did they pinch it when they're putting it on? I don't know. But that will be in a different video. So here is the footage of the seal. Hey guys, okay, today we're back at this seal. Actually, we didn't start it, but I got it now, the new one. It looks like this is a marked up right here. I'm working on cleaning it so the new seal can go on good. I think I'm gonna tape this, electrical tape it maybe, so the seal doesn't slide across this keyway and maybe get tore. It doesn't look like it's going to be hard to get it out though. I bet I can get it with my fingernails. I'm going to get it cleaned up first, then I'll remove it. And then we're working on that link in the back. I got that all figured out. I got a tap, left-hand thread tap, and now it works good. So I'm going to work on cleaning this up with this belt. Alright, to keep working on this. I don't know if the engine was tight or something at one time. And somebody tried turning it here. I don't know. Pretty big marks on it. Feels pretty smooth now. So let's see how hard it'll be to get that off. Wow, that was difficult. I wonder if it just needs to be cleaned. That seal doesn't look bad. It's probably leaking on the outside. Alright, so just for shits and giggles, I put the old one in, but I put what looked like kind of like the bad spot, but most of the stuff that's coming off is out here where it's not sealing anyway. So sometimes just cleaning them up, all it takes is a little piece of dirt and it can get through the seal. So I'm just gonna see if it's gonna work. We got the new one, so if I put the new one on though, I'm gonna put tape on here and put it on. Are you ready to try it or what?
Yep. I'm ready to adjust.
All right. So he's got this done. Got this done. I'm gonna adjust it here. Then we'll see if that's gonna leak. All right, we know what we must do. She is gonna leak. Just surprising how easy that comes out.
Yeah.
And it looks like it was leaking through the center. Into the center out.
Yeah, because you got like a double lip seal there, huh? With a spring in it?
Yeah, and that might be war too.
Yeah.
Or something.
She probably got a lot of hours on her.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to
It's sure an easy seal to replace.
gear up to that new one. So I'll have to clean it up again, just get the oil, and then gonna get some electrical tape. Tape this. And I'll lube it up a little bit and slide her on.
Yep.
Okay, so since it didn't work with the old one, here is the new one. Don't know if you don't try it, right? I'll put tape on there to protect the new one to go on there, so the keyway doesn't tear it or something. I think I'm going to put a little bit on the outside of that. Boing. On the outside of here. Just to make it go in a little bit easier. Whether or not that's good, I don't know. But it'll help it get in here. Maybe you wouldn't want it so it stays put better, but where's the end? Why does the end always land where you don't want it? Alright, let's start it up and hope that it doesn't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna call that good. Let's keep an eye on it. I don't see any oil seepage, so. Oh, I see some here though. Yeah. It's not the best. I can see it right here. Shows it's possible that that's some of the oil I used to put it on, but I don't know, let's run it a little bit more. A bit longer. I don't know, I'll just keep an eye on it. I might have to take like a socket or something and just give her a little whack too. Just to push it in a little bit more, push it against this a little bit more. But I'll see. Oh, also, I did the 2255 video, the ultimate corn crusher. And it was a hard starter in there, and this tractor's always been easy to start. And I think this one uses a solenoid to activate the fuel, I believe, with the key. I think that's how it works. We've never actually had anything off of this tractor like sheet metal. So I think it is up, I want to say it's up there above the engine. So if that thing isn't working, it ain't gonna give it fuel. There's a solenoid here too. Okay, looking at it closer with my light, I see battery cables going to it. I'm thinking that is maybe it's either the fuel solenoid or it is a glow plug. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. What we gotta do is we gotta figure out where that is, because I think if it doesn't click, it ain't getting its fuel. So that'll probably be coming up in a video coming up here. And then my dad says the 1550 here is a hard starting little B. And he says the float is sticking. So I have another carb I gotta do with a 66 Industrial. I'm gonna get a carb kit ordered for this. I gotta see what Marvel number that is. I'll have to clean this plate and then get the kit ordered, and I'll probably just clean them both at the same time. Well, not mix all the parts up, but I'll do one and then use the same heated water in the ultrasonic cleaner and do the other one. There's definitely head carb. If you've seen the videos I did a couple videos ago, it had stutter a lot of times.